another Small Business Saturday here on WTOL 11. We love shining a light on local folks who really contribute to the community. And today it's all about glowing skin. Cherie Webb has her own line of skincare products, Cherie Amour, which I love as a play on your name.
It is.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us what inspired you to start your brand, your line 4 years ago?
I started doing cuticle oils and hand creams in the salon. Tried them on a few customers and they liked them. So I just started to open up a company and start producing.
And everything is small batch, right? You
Yes.
use real natural ingredients.
I do.
Why was that so important to you?
When I had a breakout a few years ago, or I was looking on the label to see what was on there, and I couldn't pronounce a lot of the things that were on there, so I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be nice to have something that I could at least pronounce and know exactly what was in there. So that's why everything that I use is floral waters, essential oils, things that you actually find in nature, not in a lab.
And things that I think probably smell really good, I would
Yes,
imagine,
they do.
right?
They
So you
do.
you have two brands in your line, Amour Elixirs and Amour Essences.
Yes.
Tell me about both and how they're different.
Okay, Amour Elixirs is a more med spa grade product. So it has your hyaluronics, your retinols, your ferulic acids and things like that. Essence has those also. It is an artisanal, and that's what I actually produce myself with my own hands. It has those ingredients also, just in smaller concentrations. So if you're a little bit sensitive to retinol, some people can be sensitive to things like that, then maybe you want to go with the more artisanal line.
I'm curious what that production process looks like since you're doing it all yourself.
It looks much like you're baking a cake. Everything is done small batches, no heavily mechanized processes. I don't use any machinery. Things like a KitchenAid, a whisk, a immersion blender, regular measuring spoons and things like that. It's very simple, but I like it that way. It's more wholesome, and I can keep my eye on what's going in and everything like that. So it's better. It works better for me that way.
You mentioned that you test everything yourself.
I do.
If I saw that correct on your website. Why is it important for you to do that instead of other forms of testing or testing it on even other people?
I do also just test on other people.
Okay.
My daughter is very sensitive,
Okay.
so I test things on her as well. But if I don't know what it feels like, what it does for my skin, I can't tell you what it does. I can tell you what I think it might do, but that's not good enough. Yeah. So I need to be able to tell you what it does, how it feels, how the process works over the course of a few weeks. And if I don't test it myself, then I can't tell you that.
Yeah, I love that. Now you've brought some products.
I have.
Can you show us a little bit what you have, and then if any of these products would you recommend like as sort of the starter pack for someone who's just maybe getting started in your line?
Okay, over here we have the elixirs, and these we have a cleanser, a scrub, and mask combo. We've got makeup remover. From that line, I think if you were just starting out, you'd want to start with the cleanser, the toner, and the day cream.
Okay.
Those would probably be a good starting point.
Okay.
Over here we have the essence, and we have the same things: cleansers, day serums, eye serums, scrubs, masks. From this line, I think I would also start with the cleansing oil, the micellar water, and the day serum. Okay. I think those would be like the three key things to start with.
Okay, and the packaging is beautiful, which I know I told you in the break, but it's just so beautiful. And you said it's simple packaging.
It is.
Which again, it looks great, but I think it also really goes back to your simple ingredients, right? Knowing what is in there.
It is, and that's why I like to keep it simple. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like bouginess, and down the line, I'm sure there'll be allowances for that. Yeah. But for right now, keep it simple. I design everything myself. All my labels, all my material is designed by me. So I like to be very hands-on.
The beauty industry is obviously a crowded space. Why should someone reach for your line instead of maybe another?
Well, I like to say that not everything is for everyone. And I think that's true for everything, and I'm no exception. So I think that if you like something that is more transparent, something that you can talk to the developer and find out what the ingredients are, how things work, what may or may not work for you, what is going to be a good regimen for you. Those things are kind of key, I think. It's kind of difficult when you get so big to kind of get to people to find those things out. You have to go through a long chain of emails and things like that. It's a little bit easier to be transparent, and like I said, I like to be hands-on, that includes with my customers. So I welcome my customers to ask questions. If you have a question about the ingredients or anything like that, shoot me an email or call me, and we'll let you know.
I love that. That is wonderful. You've obviously, like we said, been in business for 4 years. What do the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decade look like?
We are very excited. We've got a lot of things planned. We're looking into delving into hair care, body care, maybe some household items, because I do my own cleaning stuff that I use myself. So maybe that might make an appearance at some point down the line. So yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things over the next 2 years planned.
Okay, exciting. And if someone wants to keep up with you or purchase your products, how can they get in touch and find you?
We are online at mod-cherie.org. Also, they can be picked up in person at my beauty salon, which is Cherie Boutique and Salon in downtown Perrysburg. They can also be tested there if you are concerned about some sensitivity. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram at Artisanal Amour.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
For bringing your beautiful products.
Thank
you
you
so much. And if you're a small business owner who wants to be featured right here on Small Business Saturday, send us an email at smallbusiness@wtol.com.